Greetings, everyone. How y'all doing today? Happy Sunday. I am the Moon Mama, and this is our Master Nodal class. We are in the process of having a partial solar eclipse right now, or we just had it a few minutes ago, and a new moon in Virgo. This is the second new moon in Virgo, and the first one was a month ago at 0 degrees, and we are having a second new moon, which is an eclipse in Virgo at the final degree, the 29th degree, which is the degree that is ruled by Leo. This energy, I like to think of these energies from a much more supernatural perspective, a much more cosmic perspective, and understanding, because what does that mean? What does that mean is what I'll say. So the cosmic perspective is from the lens of oneness, and the world that we're in is following our consciousness. It's following not only your mind and what you're thinking on a daily basis, but it's also following your DNA. It's following your trauma. It's following your karmic patterns. The world that you are in is something so much greater than what you think it is. You are all of it. You are one with everything, and everything is actually happening for you. It's such a mind fuck when I try to really talk about it, because in my own experience of it, it's so intimate and personal. So for instance, how that looks for me is I have a Pisces rising. Pisces rising is the subconscious, it's the ocean, it's the unseen. And my life shows up in this very fantastic way of where my dreams come into full experience. And it blows my mind. And I have had, throughout my life, I would have glimpses of catching it. But when I started studying astrology and got healed enough in my nervous system to actually remember experiences, think about that I dreamed about them first and then they came, and that, like, oh, I'm seeing my life come alive around me. And just now I was having an experience of remembering, I used to be, let me tell you, my life has been about men, and it is exhausting and it is deeply transformational, but it has been like trying to ride a wild bull to master my relationship with the masculine. And it was damaged because my father, I don't want to say he didn't teach me, because he did teach me. He taught me by just being who he was. But what he taught me scared me, is what I'll say. What he taught me scared me because he was violent, because he was violent and angry and full of destruction. That scared me, that because I was very sensitive. So his anger and violence would shudder through my system like electricity, and it literally scared me, literally. So that imposed upon my relationships with men. My energy system wasn't fully developed to be able to interact with the masculine. The masculine means everything in this 3D reality. Men are men, but then we also have a masculine aspect of ourselves. And because my own masculine aspect of myself was shattered, I didn't have the power to move through this world with confidence. So whenever I would find myself or create an experience with a man, I was always in this adoring experience, feeling like they were going to rescue me and save me, because I had been given narratives of Cinderella and Snow White, Prince Charming. You're helpless, and Prince Charming is going to come and save you, right? And so that narrative, that mythology, that symbolism was playing out in me. And I just had to get curious enough to figure out, why the fuck does this keep happening? What is going on? And when I started understanding the karma, my mother's energy, my father's energy, I saw so clearly, oh, I'm living out a karmic pattern. that has had me at the effect of the masculine. So it felt like I was on a wild bull because I was scared. I was scared to be in my power. I was scared to ask for what I wanted. I didn't even know what I wanted. What I wanted was to be rescued. Save me. Be so safe that I don't have to do anything. I was collapsed in my own energy. And so this work has taught me how to find myself. And in doing it, I realized that who I was taught to be and who I was being taught to be, like what was the ideal here in this Western world, was still not true to who I really am. Because what is being taught here in the Western world is that women don't really have any power, that we are subject to the external world through narratives around religion, capitalism, racism, sexism. Had me really understanding or feeling like, oh, even what we're taught in this world isn't true to who I really am. And so that is how the astrology has supported me. It has supported me in understanding how I'm really meant to function. And as I follow it, my gifts and my potential and my magic begins to awaken. And I start to realize who I truly am. But that wasn't told to me, but I could always feel it inside of me. All of us can, if we're paying attention. If you're listening to yourself, you can feel it. And so for me, which has been the most challenging thing, I am meant to have dominion over this reality. I'm meant to be able to say to, the trees, the sky, the air, to give it a command and it's to do it. But I have to have confidence. I have to have sureness in my step to be able to command the reality. And I had to go and develop that. And I'm still developing it. But I had to understand what my language is. How is it meant to be? How am I meant to function? And our natal charts give us those codes. I have been studying my natal chart daily, you all. Daily. Every day I study my natal chart because it's a code. And every day something else, I remember something else. So this morning in my meditation, I remembered, I do the work to heal my relationship with the masculine. And so what I'll do is I'll go back into my relationships with men. And I was remembering this thing that I had with this man. When I was young, you guys, I don't know why, because locks weren't popular like they are now. And I used to just have a energy that I was going to be with a man who had locks. But locks weren't popular. Nobody had locks then. Back in the day when I was young, nobody had them. And I would just always dream of this man with locks. And then I was working at the Pottery Barn. And a black man came in with locks. And it was probably like the second time I saw a man with locks. And it was like a dream. I was like, wow. And so then when I was working I used to work for Fremantle Media, the company that produced American Idol. And there was a man who would deliver flowers to an office near me every day, and he had locks. He had locks. And I just thought he was the most beautiful man ever. Like, it was incredible. And I had also been dating a man who had locks. And my aunt died, maybe an aunt of mine died maybe a year or so later. And when I came home, we were planning the funeral, and I came home. They were like, come home, we're about to go get the flowers. The man who's going to do the flowers is going to be here. And when I walk into my house, the man who I used to see deliver flowers at this office was sitting in my living room. And I remember going in the kitchen and being like, oh my God, what is he doing here? Like, it was like he had stepped out of my dream. And today I went back and looked at that actual date and looked at my natal chart to see what was going on. Mercury and the sun were kamikaze, meaning conjunct one another, which is a powerful thing, on my Neptune in Scorpio, which is all about death in the 8th house. And literally, like, my subconscious opened up, and something that I had been yearning for, dreaming for, showed up in my reality. I had been calling it there all along. And when the opportunity came for it to align, it did. That is how my energy works. When I am able to put a lot of emotion into something that I desire, that I really, when I focus on it, then the universe will line up for it to come through me. It looks like it's coming to me, but like I said, this is all a hologram, y'all. It's an energetic vibration. The energy comes through you, and then the hologram shows it to you. This motherfucker is a full-on magic trick. And I'm telling you all, I keep telling you that reality is changing, and the way we're meant to function in it is changing. I know my codes. I'm learning my codes. Everyone's codes are in their chart. The way you're meant to function in this reality is in your natal chart. The way that we have been functioning in it, which was giving other people the power, the racists, the government, the this, the men, right? All of that is because that was an old way of functioning. But we are coming into a new way, and you've got to learn how to use the tools. For me, one of the tools is my imagination. It's my mind. Like, we all have the same tools, but they're configured differently. Because I'm a Pisces rising, so my imagination is the key. But if you're a Taurus rising, your sensations are going to be the key. If you're an Aries rising, your ability to forge a new path is going to be the key, right? Like, you got to understand how the energies, the symbols, the codes function, how they're functioning in you. So, the Libra workbook is ready. First of all, happy new moon in Virgo, second eclipse. The Libra workbook is ready. You can go and get it. These workbooks are designed to help us open up the codes inside of ourselves. That's what they're designed for. I look at the cosmic astrology, and I designed the book to help everyone access the codes that are available while the sun is where it is. So the sun will move into Libra tomorrow, which means that those are going to be new codes that we've not had access to before now. They weren't available because it wasn't time, but now they are. And so if you go get the Libra workbook, you can get it at my website, healwithmoonmama.com, or in my link tree here. Anybody else, y'all got to come do readings with me. You got to come and do readings with me. I have to conserve my energy. So I'm giving out as much information as I can. But if you want to really understand your code, come sit with me. Come sit with me and honor my energy. Okay. Or go buy the workbook. You know what I mean? And all of the workbook is only $33. To do a reading with me is, maybe $150. This information is life-changing. It's life-changing. So, and it's not a great investment. So you said, what did you say? You said irrelevant, but I just locked my hair yesterday. Your timing is impeccable. I am receiving all of this. I'm about to go get my... Yay! Yeah, I'm so excited, you all, because I have spent my life trying to get clear about how my energy works. Like, why I'm suffering. What I'm feeling really good. What's going on? Like, what is going on? And the thing that I understand is that my imagination creates reality. It does. So one of the things that I love about working with my clients is when I imagine them in a new way, imagine them in their code, in their fulfillment. When I imagine that and I'm able to coach them towards it, it comes into existence. Like we literally just give birth to a new reality. And that's because I have my power of fortune in Cancer. And Cancer is the energy of creation. And my power of fortune is there. So power of fortune is the energy of where your fortune is. So my fortune is in my creative field. So, and especially because I'm a Virgo, I can use it for myself, but I can teach other people to do it. And it's my gift. She said, I was just curious. I'll be back again for a reading when I can. It's been a lot on me right now, Monique, but thank you. Okay, absolutely. I'll send you a private message, because here's the thing. When I start doing it for one person, then everybody wants it, right? So it's something that I understand. I just have to, it's like, how can I just do one? I got to do it for everybody anyway. So with that, I love y'all so very much. Peace and blessings. Happy new moon. Happy eclipse. Solar eclipse. This is powerful. Reality is really about to shift. It's really about to shift. Peace and blessings. Bye-bye.